Today I will be demonstrating the sternum bone. Sternum is a flat bone. It forms anterior median part of thoracic skeleton. It resembles a dagger or a small sword in shape. The sternum consists of three parts. The upper part is manubrium, which is broad and thick. The middle part is body and the lower part is xiphoid process, which is thin and pointed. The anterior surface of sternum is rough and convex, whereas the posterior surface of sternum is smooth and concave. Manubrium. It is quadrilateral in shape. It has two surfaces, anterior and posterior. It has four borders, superior border, inferior border, and lateral border on both the sides. The upper border has suprasternal notch or jugular notch, clavicular notch present on each side, and two facets are also present. Body. Body has four faint lines indicating fusion of four sternibri. The manubrium makes a slight angle with the body, which is known as sternal angle and angle of Lewis. The features of sternal angle are sternal angle lies at the level of fourth thoracic vertebrae. Trachea bifurcates at this level. Arc of aorta starts and ends at this level. Azygous vein meets with vena cava at this level. Pulmonary trunk also bifurcates at this level. Now attachments of manubrium. The anterior surface provide attachment to the sternal head of sternocleidomastoid and pectoralis major. The clavicular notch provides attachment for the medial end of clavicle to form the sternoclavicular joint. Attachments of posterior surface. Posterior surface provides attachment for the sternohyoid muscle at the level of clavicular notch and sternohyoid muscle at the level of facet for the articulation of first costal ear. The lower half of posterior surface is related to the arch of aorta and the upper half of posterior surface is related to the branches of arch of aorta, which are as follows: brachiocephalic artery, left common carotid artery, left subclavian artery. Now the attachments of body. The anterior surface on each side provide attachment to the pectoralis major. The lower half of the posterior surface provide attachment to the sternocostalis muscle. The right side of posterior surface is related to pleura. On the left side, the upper half is related to pleura and the lower half is related to pericardium. Now the xiphoid process. Anteriorly, it provides insertion to rectus abdominis muscle. Posteriorly, it provides attachment to the diaphragm. The tip of the xiphoid process provides attachment to the upper end of linea alba.